All right, we'll call the October 2nd, 2017 Management Services meeting to order. Okay. We will go to public comments. Seeing none, we will open snow removal bids. We have one, so hopefully it's low.
Are you sure you don't have something you want to present to us?
Yes, I wasn't sure.
Well, they're on the agenda for later down.
Okay.
Trent's Lawn Care Snow Removal Service, 1 year. Salt application rate, 55 cents a pound. $125 an hour. Package bid, $15,425. That's per year for both locations.
What was it?
$15,025.
Okay.
Plus salt.
Salt was the killer.
Well,
Does that 15 include salt? And when you said package?
I don't know. It does not.
Specify what package it is.
Right.
We don't have records of how many times Halls was out.
Depends on the year.
I know.
On average.
Were they going to be around this morning that we could call if we got questions? Do you know?
Me?
Chris? Yeah.
Who is this?
He doesn't know.
That's the one you gave me.
That's Marquis. Thought Marquis dropped that off.
Well, it's Trent's Lawn Care Service.
Oh, are they affiliated?
I didn't think so.
I don't know what that's about. I don't know.
Well,
Yeah,
I got to work this morning and Bob dropped that off.
that's the envelope you had, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's what was in it.
I don't know. I'm kind of confused. To be honest with you, I don't know what that. Apparently Bob works for Trent's Lawn Care.
Could be.
I don't know. I'll have to call him because I wasn't aware of that at all.
Well, why don't you, can you give them a call now and ask them if the salt was included or if the salt's extra?
It's always been extra in the past, hasn't it? But he might have figured it
Yeah,
out.
I mean,
So with the package deal, just
yeah, what they exactly meant by that. Because if they are including the salt, then that makes it closer to what we've been paying.
Is his number on there? It's not
There's a business card.
10.
What have we been paying?
It's
What was it last time?
2518.
I don't have the contract, I didn't bring the contract with me. But if I look at the financials, it looks like $97.50.
Yeah,
But plus salt.
Plus salt.
yeah. That seems.
Now, I'm just kind of estimating.
Yeah.
So, but, yeah.
I'm confused about this.
The salt was around 50 cents.
I'm thinking he just
A
dropped it
pound,
off
so
for
that's
price
similar,
someplace
but-
and-
Do you want me to, I can run get that
Yes.
file. I don't know,
Okay.
I don't know if I
Can I
have
see
it. You
that
really
sheet,
need Amanda's bid file. I don't really get those.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go
He
get
He
it?
wants to
Necessarily
know
get
if
all
the
those
package
copies.
bid includes
Yeah,
salt.
we'll get that while we're trying to get a
Just
hold
to
of
make
find
sure.
out exactly what.
I doubt it, but just.
Set off to the side, that tells you it's not included.
Yeah, but then what does package
I'll have to read
include?
through.
Everything else,
Right.
labor,
Does it include the salt or
equipment.
does it not?
Better safe than sorry.
It'd be good to clarify it.
Yeah.
Just take a minute.
Yeah, with that, not that I want a bunch of snow, but I'd like to make sure we got a bunch of snow.
It said 1 year.
Yeah, 1 year is what he was bidding.
I guess I don't remember if it, I guess we had the option of 1 or 3 years.
Yeah, it said 1, 2, and 3 on there, and he circled 1.
he licensed and insured. It doesn't say on it. Yep,
No.
he took it.
Yeah.
Took those.
Well, if it doesn't include salt, are you thinking about buying salt ourselves and setting it out, or what?
How much salt do you get?
Where would you
That's
put
the
it?
thing. Well, they can
Just
put
when you know it's
some,
gonna snow, you go out and get some salt.
and that's when they'll be out.
Right.
They've got maintenance shed that they've got some that we use on sidewalks when, in between times. But, you know, it would take pallets and pallets of salt. If it's a bad year. If it's not a bad year, then
I remember it was a lot of, pretty high cost for salt last time.
Yeah, it's 50 cents a pound.
I mean,
Us
it
buying
applied
it.
quite a bit, but it was a pretty high
I
cost
see,
for it.
yeah.
well, and that's
They
where,
usually over-apply.
Yeah.
You track it in the building.
Have we ever tried working a deal with the city? Because they get it by, you know, they fill that Quonset hut out at their building with it. They could probably buy more because they get such a great rate if we could work a deal with them.
Be nice work a deal, just tell them to plow it, we'll give you 10,000, just come in, swoop and go.
I didn't hear what you said.
I said, I was just thinking, intergovernmental, how much would they want to come in and run their plow through, and being it's government.
well, that's where the county could do it too.
I
but
think
they
county
don't
can't,
want
I know
to,
they don't want to, but
because it's,
they have
Him
a
and
truck.
Bob Markey work together. He has doing stuff, and no, the package deal does not include the salt.
Thanks,
Sorry that
Chris.
took so long to
Thanks.
find that
Thank
out.
you.
There's your card.
okay, on the last year's, it was $9,000.65 a pound for salt for 1 year. 3 year, they were only charging 50 cents per pound. So, I guess,
What do we budget for salt? I mean, for snow removal?
For next year,
Yeah.
This is too
You say 65 cents a pound?
that's what they had for a
That's
1
good.
year
Yeah,
contract.
snow removal.
Yeah, next year.
So they were giving a
Well,
break
this
if
year.
you, if we
Right,
got
may
more
not
than
have
1
snow
year.
this year. Yet.
It's
You
from
can
November
budget-
1st of
okay.
this year.
Yeah, that's next year to me.
Oh, okay.
The upcoming snow year.
Got it.
What
These
we
years.
ended up with November 1st.
Yeah,
There's,
that's what it says on there.
for this building, I budgeted 56.55. I don't know what Chris used for the courthouse. Do you know what you budgeted for snow for the courthouse?
I didn't budget anything.
Okay,
That wasn't part
so
of it.
in theory, if you take this times 2,
Got 11,000, 12,000.
right,
11,310.
11,310,
Yeah.
and that included salt. So we have a problem.
That's way too high.
That's the only one that bid.
For 500.
The one that we had
We
before
know
us,
that we
though?
were getting
He had done
a
this
good
before.
deal with Halls. That's why nobody else was bidding
Doing
against
this?
him, because they
He said over
couldn't
the
do
phone
it
that he's
that
had
cheap.
He didn't bid again.
before? Is that correct?
No, he is not available to bid.
Oh, he's the one that had the problem with it.
Look,
Yeah.
would have been under Trent's.
I think so.
No, that's right.
Well, I'm sure Chris isn't gonna be able to do it by himself, so.
There's some shovels.
Get the prisoners.
So borrow the truck from the county and
The board members get to cycle in. If you happen to be on the week that you don't get snow, you're lucky.
Right.
Man.
Maybe the city do us a favor. joking. I don't-
No,
Looks
but
like
intergovernmental agreement,
2012.
if they're already,
And, we paid him, in 2012, we paid him $9,500.
So we-
Last year was a light snow year, wasn't
It
it?
yeah,
was.
very light.
Well, even the year before that was light too, I believe.
So are we due then?
What?
Are we due
Can we
for a
just pay
heavier
them
snow?
$125
I don't
an
know, just
hour
for
per time?
information.
Yeah. It seems like every year they say.
How many
that.
hours
due
does it
for
usually
winter.
take to do this?
Yeah, we are due.
Usually
It
follows
depends on how
fall.
bad the snow is.
It feels like it.
I mean, that's,
What would the longest be? 2 hours, 3 hours? How long do you think it would take if we had a horrible snow out there and they did it, how many hours would it take them to do it?
I don't know how many trucks they have. One truck, you're looking at least a couple hours.
Couple hours, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
I mean, I plowed in a,
right.
giant plow truck. I've never done it in a pickup truck, so I can't answer that.
Well, if you divide the 15,000 by
I've done it with a
125,
pickup truck and I'd say 3 hours
123.4.
for a lot. 2 hours.
so if it took them an hour at a time, I don't think they're gonna
That's
use
right.
the thing 123 times during the winter, are they? So if you even, see what I'm saying? Maybe offering to pay them per hour,
well, I mean,
per
they've
time
got it, I don't,
Yeah,
would be cheaper.
they have
than
it
agreeing
listed as an hourly rate
15,000.
and then a package bid, so, I mean, were they meaning that as they would do it hourly or
I think so.
Yes.
off of the
They can
package?
put
So,
that package as like an alternate bid, just to give us so we know exactly what we're in for,
okay,
as opposed to roll the dice, you know.
yeah.
125 times 10, 1,200. Maybe a dozen times a year, the winter, bring it up to about the 1,600.
If we got lucky like we did last year,
Yeah.
it would benefit us if we did the hourly, but
I love it, for snow tons.
15,000.
I guess our choice
125
is,
divided by 125.
do we want the
That's
definite
120
number, or do we
hours.
want to take a chance on what the year's gonna be like? If we take a chance, we may save a lot of money, or we may end up,
So it'd be 60 times even if they did it in 2 hours.
we don't know how fast they plow either. It's another thing, like we're discussing.
Yeah, when they're getting paid by the hour, they might plow a little slower.
Right. Well, if they pay by the, I mean, if it's an hourly rate.
well,
then-
and this does include shoveling the walks too, so,
Yeah, there you go, there's quite a bit of walk, they take walks. Maybe more so in the walks than in the
It could
labor-wise than in the truck.
I doubt that they shovel them. They probably have
What?
they probably have a walk behind or something, don't they?
I don't know.
I mean, snow blower.
Yeah, snow blower,
You could.
But, you know, it is where they have to keep it open 24 hours a day. And it's not just when the building's open, because you got 911 in jail, so they have to have the parking lots open 24 hours a day, so.
I think we're better off with this flat fee, even if it costs a little more. We know where we are, and we can't be second-guessed, in my opinion, going that way. We did our best in guessing what the winter was, and that's all you can say.
And I mean, we contacted several to get bids, and they're the only ones that bid.
Some winters, they can say, well, that was way too high, yeah, but remember, we could
Unless
have
they've got a
another
snow
one.
blower.
Yeah,
And that's
people
why-
have to go back.
Plowing here twice in one day.
Yeah, well,
That's
think
very
that's pretty
possible,
bad.
heavy
In a-
by morning and heavy by late
I
afternoon.
mean, I'd like to
in
get
a
that.
blizzard, they could be here
Irregardless.
3 times a day. Even if the building's closed, they still have to plow, because 911 is always open.
At least have a track through there.
Yeah.
But if we get no snow, that's pretty cushy little chunk of
Yeah.
change
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, I know, it's,
That's the
Police-
way they
and the
bid it
police-
that way.
The police department, they're around the clock over there.
yeah. So both places have to
Yeah.
have the parking
There's
lots
lots of
open.
sidewalks.
If somebody could tell me exactly what the winter is like,
Right.
then we'd know for sure what to do, but, you know, people have been
So-
saying
Find a
it's,
different board to find that out, form another committee to find it out.
yeah. They'll report to us in the spring as to what it's gonna be like, huh?
So right now, what was put into the budget, we're about 4,000 shy. If,
Well,
4,000. Without the salt.
That's without the salt.
Without the
Plus
salt. Plus
which
salt.
is thousands and thousands of dollars. I mean, I would say,
2,500 at least,
oh,
at least,
way more than that. Way more than that.
at 55 cents a
Especially-
pound.
Yeah, especially if you get. So part of the issue is our budget doesn't have room.
You would have
Oh my gosh, like
So how much,
3 tons?
3 tons, yeah, that's what I thought.
so roughly we had budgeted 11,000 to
I
include,
assume.
no, I'm just saying
Yeah,
the
Sheriff doesn't
assumptions.
give me an itemization,
Yeah,
he just puts a number in there. So
So,
I don't know, but I
roughly-
know what I do. I itemize each item in there. And I have 56.55 in for snow.
and then salt is additional,
Well,
or is that including salt?
my 56.55 included salt.
Okay,
So
so just
if you
time,
take,
We're-
say it's 15,425, you're gonna spend at least 20 if you include salt, probably more. 20,
I'm trying to get
to be safe, maybe 2250.
22,000.
Yeah,
So, so we're short
Okay.
12,000,
yeah.
and there's no room. We're short 12,000.
What? Didn't hear you?
We don't have an option, I mean, the money's not in the budget. We're short 12,000.
Can't approve what we can't pay for. What's not
That's a
budgeted.
constraint. I mean, granted, it's nice to have it all packaged in, and we're rolling the dice, I get it. But it's not in the budget. So,
Seems to me that tighter the budget, the less room you have for rolling the dice.
true. It's just, we're at a 12,000, a rough 12,000 shortfall. So where do we,
Too late to try to get more bids?
Gotta
we
find
can always
somewhere
reject.
We can, yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, but if
But-
nobody bid this
Yeah.
time, and we contacted people personally that.
Trent, I know, I
wouldn't get
saw, when I posted on my Facebook, someone, I know his name was referred,
it. Yeah.
so,
Is he right here in town?
Martin?
Oh. Yeah, I don't know.
So, don't the kids like playing in the snow?
I say we did.
If we give them all shovels, you think they'd?
It'd take a while.
I'm just trying to figure out where we get basically 12,000 at.
Well, either we do it per time or we rebid it.
Yeah.
It's that simple. And if we do it per time, we still might be behind the 8 ball with salt and how many hours
And
it
if we
takes.
rebid it and get nobody, then, you know,
Don't say the management committee is gonna be issued snow scoops.
I got a snow blower.
Well, there it is, a whole lot right here.
how much are you bidding?
Well, and
Highway department may have to help.
get you a snowplow? You want to do the
I
sidewalk?
mean, they may have to,
Wow.
the
No,
county.
I was just talking about sidewalks.
Oh.
If they could, yeah, that'd be a
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Well, that would make sense for the daytime hours. I mean, you know what I mean? Investing in
But
decent
Wonder
size.
what-
if we bid like $125 an hour, not to exceed $12,000,
We don't have to do
Yeah.
then if it exceeds that, then the snow piles up and it's not cleared, so that's not good either.
No.
And sometimes those late snows could be the biggest.
Oh, they are.
The wettest ones. that
And
you'll have.
iciest.
Yeah.
I think we gotta have a firm figure, I really do. And I think we gotta to find someplace in the budget to have it. Courthouse has to open up. They have a docket they gotta keep, we have meetings we have to keep.
Then we could talk to Joel, see if they could offer to help us. Wouldn't hurt to talk to him.
Suggestions?
Charlie's right, we gotta have the number. I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Anita, you're more comfortable with a solid
I am.
number, aren't you?
Is that what he said, solid number?
Yeah, I agree with you. It's just the
Because
12,000
I just
shortfall.
don't, the hourly anything by the time you add for the sidewalks? And, I mean,
Yeah.
Are we projected to have a carryover from this year to next fiscal? Okay.
What if we bought Chris a snow blower
No, we have a bucket full. of
for
bills
part of that?
waiting.
Yeah, that's why
Sidewalk work?
off the printer.
Off the pen comes down to, we sell the 6 month out in the first 3 days.
How
You
much
don't
do
know.
they cost?
I mean, because that's something that then you have to talk to the sheriff about as to over there. Because, yes, Chris works here, but technically he's under the sheriff. And does he want Chris pushing snow, or does he need him someplace else?
I have a feeling they're gonna say, I need him somewhere else, especially on snow days.
Yeah, sure.
And it needs to be done because, was it last year or
Yeah,
2
those
years
snow
ago
days
that
like
there
that
was
when
an
stuff
issue
breaks,
last year?
all that, and he'll be fixing stuff.
Yeah, it'll be
There was
pipe
ice on
breaks.
sidewalks
Yeah,
and
'cause it-
stuff.
The steps are
Always
Gotta
does.
keep the insides clear, somebody's gonna fall on our can inside the door.
Spill their hot coffee
Let
on
them spill outside.
I mean, during the daytime, I mean, Chris can go out between times and salt sidewalks and stuff, but, you know,
I don't know, we have to find room in the budget somewhere or other. We're not the budget committee, I know, but it's something we gotta test.
Sorry.
Something we have to
You're
test on
forgiven.
them whether we want to or not, the way I see it.
Yeah,
Unless we ourselves find something in our own management budget we can cut back.
Just reminded me to turn mine off.
They'd like it if we found that, but of course, but
well, I guess that is a question, Anita. Is there room in the management, the building maintenance budget to kind of move stuff from building maintenance to snow removal?
I mean, it's hard for me to answer that in terms of the courthouse,
Right.
because I have no
Yeah,
visibility. But over here,
Is there some place we can
we
find?
have maintenance and repairs. We took the budget from 25,000 this year down to 20 next year in order to meet the budget. Our run rate is up, it depends, in 2015 was 30, 2016 our actual was just 17,000, and our run rate this year is 15,000. So we're running low,
Which,
but the issue becomes, maintenance and repair is like snow. How do you know what's gonna break?
Right.
And we really don't know until we get 3/4 of the way through the year if that's really a
right.
good number or not.
and the snow is all at the beginning
Maybe
of
he'll
the year.
rebid it if we just say no.
Right, right.
Maybe he'll rebid it if we just say no. I mean, he's interested, obviously. Send him a nice little note and say, a little bit too high, we'd appreciate we're rebidding it, and just see if he drops it.
sidewalks here would be about 2 hours, parking lot, a couple hours.
If you pay this year, what are you gonna pay next year?
That's why it's always nice to have a multi-year
you
contract.
might ask
because-
how many bids we have, too.
Yeah.
Well, that's part of public record.
Well, I know, but he might, well, I'm the only bid,
All
what are
the
you gonna
parking
do?
lots on one snow event.
You can start looking around,
There's
especially
a lot of
over
sidewalk,
there
yeah.
at the courthouse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
there's,
damn
it easily
right,
could be,
Yeah.
I think it easily
If
could
we
be
ask for
10 hours
rebids
of
and he
labor
really
just to
wants to do it, he'll
do
rebid
everything
anyway.
on
Look
one
at
snow
the
event.
steps,
There's still
look at the
Could be
steps
with all
of
the sidewalks and
courthouse.
everything.
And so that brings it down to just 12 snow events, which, yeah, you'll have 12. with
3 a
ice.
month, 4 a month,
Yeah, so, because I think
on
just
average.
it'll take 10 hours to do all the sidewalk, steps, parking lot, everything. And that 15,000 at 125 is 120 hours, so roughly 12 times that they would come here.
Just think of the courthouse steps on the
Yeah,
west
yeah,
side.
and that's just
Jeez.
for normal snow, I
You
mean,
won't
because
just
I've
say,
done snow.
don't just put a path down
Yeah.
with no flags or.
So, we're just gonna,
Gonna have to bite the bullet somewhere.
yeah, yeah, just, there's 10 hours, easy,
Chris really didn't want a raise this year.
so, just because we have to have a motion and all that, I mean, so that we can actually, discuss and kill it, I'll move to accept the bid as presented, the package, what's the, I don't remember the exact price, 15,425, and their salt rate at 55 cents a pound for the one year snow year.
That's with the salt again?
55 cents. So did I say that in the right order for you, Amanda?
Yes.
Okay,
No, second it.
okay.
How do
Now
we
we
pay
can
for that?
discuss it and kill it, or do whatever, or amend it,
Lisa?
Okay, we have a motion and a second.
so, now discussion. The kill. I'm more comfortable with the package bid, just doing the quick numbers and how long. I know we have to find 12,000 more somewhere.
Can I ask a question?
May not have to, though.
Maybe not just
2012,
salt,
they
but-
had the bid, Trent's did. Why did we not use them again? Was
They
it a performance
either
issue,
didn't
or-
bid or didn't win the bid.
Okay, I don't know. if
Since
there was-
I've been on, I think Halls have been the only ones bidding.
Okay.
The first or second year we had Halls, they were so much lower than everybody
They
else.
were real low.
That we ended up not getting other bids. So it could be that they quit even bidding because they knew they could not compete with Halls.
Maybe they think that's who's gonna win it again.
What happened to Halls, they quit?
Jail.
No.
That's a legal problems.
They,
Federal court.
remember,
Oh, I see, that's the court.
they split
Yeah.
up or something, wasn't it?
So,
You shovel
That
snow.
wasn't them, huh?
Yeah, he's shoveling the IDOTs.
Get one from them and go bankrupt before it's the first snow, then we got a problem.
so we have a motion and a second to accept it at the package rate with the salt. Any further discussion?
How can we accept something we can't pay for? How can we do that?
That's why we're discussing it. I mean, the proper thing is the motion and second, and so that's my concern is finance or something. I mean, if we have the snow events and they come, we're just on the 15,000, we're about 4,000 shy if we had no snow. But we factor in salt, we're about 12,000 potentially.
Right.
So,
And right now, the
Yes.
budget as is about 8,600 to the good, so, but there's still,
yeah.
Plus you're setting the precedent for
can we-
next year.
right.
You're setting the precedent for next year.
If the motion is approved, it'll give time between now and the county board meeting to gather more facts, more information that can be separated out there.
And killed there.
And decided upon there, so I think that's the right way to do it.
I was gonna say, do we approve it or recommend it and send it to finance for their,
I would-
just do it?
Send it right to the full board and then have it. 1,000.
It'll give the opportunity to gather more information, more facts, to see what the sheriff has set aside in his budget, what other options there might be, as to how we might utilize maybe Chris, or I don't know. Does the sheriff have some trustees right now?
Is one.
And you don't know how long he'll be there?
Yeah, I think it's just over a month. I
Going
spoke with
forward,
him.
he's gonna be another month?
Sorry?
He's gonna be there another month only?
Yeah.
So that's an option.
Usually he has a trustee, pretty much continually at least one, so.
Point being, a trustee could help with salting and so forth.
Yeah.
So there might be some options like that to consider that could be developed between now and the full board meeting.
Yeah, we just
Talk
don't,
with highway too.
we just don't wanna end up with a situation like we had with the judges out there shoveling snow, which happened in the past, so.
Well,
But you're
When
still
did that
setting the
happen?
precedent for next year.
When did that happen?
Last year, I believe.
The judges were
Falls
shoveling
has
last year?
always been, I don't know how they do it being so low, but they've done it.
I know, but when this hits,
Yeah, but maybe we can get more bidding.
if
Because-
they're gonna be right in that range, they're gonna start there.
Well,
We don't have
price
an
of stuff
option
goes
though.
up, I mean.
Well, I get that,
Yeah.
but
I'm okay making the motion to do that and discuss it, like John said, bring it to the full board. We're short, let the full board decide to reject it. Or not. It gives us time to possibly talk to Highway or
Or they might
explore
have some
options.
ideas too, who knows?
I mean, maybe I doubt Watsika would, but an intergovernmental with them, I don't think they would.
Watsika
but-
actually hires it done, I believe,
No.
also. They
Do they?
have outside people they
So-
hire. Tencher used to do it a lot for
Like the
Watsika.
city Watsika?
Yeah, they don't.
No, they
That-
do all.
They don't anymore?
No,
They used to. For the sidewalks uptown and everything, Tencher used to always take care of them.
They do it themselves now?
No, actually, like sidewalks uptown and stuff, that's up to the
business owners.
Oh.
Yeah.
But the city did used to, I remember that was an issue that came up to the city council.
Several times.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and take a vote.
Alt,
Yes.
Hasbergen,
Yes.
Johnson, no. McGinnis?
Yes.
Awful?
Yes.
Barron?
Yes. Okay, discuss office space for veterans assistance. She was not there this morning for me to talk to. I was told that she's happy at this time with her space, but we'll talk to her about that. One option that was to move Ken Berry there and move her there. The issue came up, I guess, that
Finance.
if
Was it John?
people,
Was it finance?
yes. So we're looking into it. I mean, Mr. Berry said he'd, if need be, he would move. He'd be okay with it, yeah.
I'm sure we need to talk to her about it. I remember talking to her a couple of years ago when it was relatively new, because I had some complaints that they thought it was terrible because it was across from the restrooms and things like that. And Jennifer told me at that time she really liked it. Okay, she felt that she winds up with more customers because people know where it is when they go by and tell whoever. I assume she knows that they tell people that might qualify come in, and that it's easy to find. She has more customers than if she'd been located somewhere else. Now, Bear Creek's office wouldn't be worse, I'd say, of a location, but if this is good enough, I don't see any reason. If she's still happy in it, I think she is, but
Yeah, so.
Other members of the board came to finance. They were the ones that said it was unacceptable.
somebody who wasn't on the board.
On the
came
Veteran
to
Commission board.
finance. Or one other.
There was 3 of them that came to finance, and they were all on that board.
I guess,
Well, I mean,
The-
yes.
on the Veterans
Yeah, but
Commission.
one of them, I know, has had all that opinion, has had the other opinion.
How come they don't use the little waiting area
well, that's
over there
what
to
I,
wait for them,
they're,
instead of right
they're
outside her
5,
door?
6
I don't
steps
know.
from that other waiting area,
Yeah. Maybe she could just
That's a good
walk
point,
over
I never thought of it, but
Sign.
I've seen them sit out there like it's all right, and I agree with you. If I'd prefer
Yeah.
sitting over there myself, but as long as it's going fine and she's happy with the location, I wouldn't move it. I'd be sure and talk to her, because if she's changed her mind, that's a different story, but I don't think she has.
yeah, I mean,
And
we'll leave it up to
They were
her.
Yeah,
really
if their
adamant
board
when they were in
voted
here
to-
on
Well, I
finance.
think there's a faction there that didn't like change involved. Of course, they had a big area back in the corner over there, but nobody knew where it was
Where
at.
was that? Okay. Okay.
But I think she's been here just about all the time in this spot. I don't think she was ever back there, but if she was, it was very short. I don't think it was. I think she's always been up here.
And they said she's not in a lot of times on Mondays, so.
Well, it's her
We'll
office
talk to her
hours,
this
I was
morning.
gonna look at it today, Tuesdays, but she might change that because she wants to go to more hours.
Maybe they could put a little sign there to use that waiting area.
The only reason I think this one helps is because there's a little table out there. Stop and see what the table is, then you know what it's for. I don't know, but that's the only way I could say it maybe be a benefit to have a little table.
Well, you
Although,
could leave the table, but just
although
tell them to wait.
stop and think about it, don't tell the fire department that. They may want the table moved.
Oh, yeah. That's
You know, some people to exit the building in a hurry.
Well, we'll try to get a hold of her before the next meeting, see if she's happy or whatever, but, since somebody brought it to our attention, we'll look into it. Discuss start adding to their playground. Who wants to start? And there is a light switch back there, you don't have to sit in the dark.
Yeah, it's okay.
I just have a picture, we have a picture diagram. Some of the pictures are just pictures of the kids with some of the gardening things that we've done. And then Miss Savannah has a display also with some of our kids and stuff. But what we're asking is that we do have our one tree in, out there, and the boys decided that they found dirt last year, and so they started digging. We as teachers want them to explore that stuff, so we let them. But when the roots started showing, we had to pull them back because we want to keep our tree. So we did find some alternative ideas of making it more of a construction zone for them. Keeps it a little bit nicer, looks better than the dug up roots that we have right now. So we are keeping them out of it right now until we can determine if we can do this. So the example is just one that we found online. And then the one at the bottom is like our idea of what we would do here.
Now that's up against the
The
chain
fence,
link
yeah, it'd
fence.
be right around that tree there. Yep, over there, there's grass over in that corner.
I guess the concern would be to make sure gravel doesn't get out to the drive, which can then be thrown by a mower. So I don't know
Put a
if
board.
there's,
If I put a board,
something.
2x6, 2x8 along that edge.
Well, you know how kids
Contain-
are,
Yes,
Right.
they're all,
Yeah,
so,
Yeah.
that would be one concern. I mean, hopefully, if you're using pea gravel, it's probably small enough that it's probably not gonna get caught by a mower, but
We'll have discussions, with the kids, and we'll talk about how to be safe in that area and stuff like that, so they know to keep that gravel in that area.
we do the same discussion with the kids with the mulch. But the mulch needs to stay in the area where the mulch, need to throw the mulch. So we do a lot of safety talk about our playground and making sure everything is good.
And they're supervised out there, right?
Yep, there's always two of us, at least two of us. Sometimes all three of us, sometimes three of us will be out there.
anybody have any other questions for them?
When are you gonna start it? Or when do you wanna have this done by next year? Or?
I look at yours.
oh, yes, sir.
We were deciding on, well, depending on what you guys said, but I have somebody willing to donate the pea gravel and their time to fix it, and we have all the tires and everything ready, so we could possibly get it done by next month.
You're gonna put lawn,
It'll be that, I'm not
that
sure.
meshy stuff or
Yes,
whatever?
the black underneath.
Here's a larger photo of what the teachers are wanting to do. No, it's already within the fence, yeah.
I got one here. Two of them actually. Nope, I don't.
And there's a diagram drawing.
That's comfort.
Okay.
I'm okay with it.
How much area is this adding?
It's not adding any, it's gonna be within the
Existing.
current space, correct?
Yes, yep, it's within the current, space, the fences are, it's already within our fenced area.
Looks like a good plan to me.
I make a motion to let them reconstruct their playground area as diagrammed.
Did you second,
Second.
Larry? Did you second? Okay, I thought so.
I have one,
Yes.
and it's fine, you said that in the event you dismantle this, you're bringing tires in,
Mm-hmm.
so you'd be solely responsible for, that no tires are left here, that you'd be solely responsible for getting those tires out of here.
Any other further comments, questions? Let's take a vote.
Alt?
Yes.
Passepartout?
Yes.
Johnson?
Yes.
McGinnis?
Yes.
Awful?
Yes.
Barons?
Yes. I guess, well, it'll be the final approval will be next Tuesday at the board meeting.
Thank you
So,
very much.
if
Thank you.
somebody,
I don't need it. This way you want-
If somebody wants to be here, just in case somebody at the full board has questions, that might be a
Okay.
good idea.
This way you can share those photos.
Okay, thank you.
All right,
Thank you all.
Thank you.
county farm management issues. I talked to the current tenant this morning. The corn is still in the dough stage, which means it's gonna be a while before it comes off. He's figuring probably a month.
It's wet.
So, I guess until it's off, we can't have it tested. Until it's tested, we can't get it fertilized, but we can put out for bid.
Yeah, we can put out for bid. Those companies know that routine that.
Yeah,
That's
that way, as soon as the test is done, they can, I guess we can take a motion to,
Motion to put out bids for fertilizer.
Second.
any questions, concerns on that? And we'll go ahead and take the vote.
Alt?
Yes.
Hasbargen?
Yes.
Johnson? Yes. McGinnis?
Yes.
Awful?
Yes.
Aaron's?
Yes. Maintenance supervisor report. He's gonna tell us how much money he saved.
Before he begins, one quick question about the farm. Why is that, remember where that little airstrip for remote controlled planes, and has that been abandoned? Why is that not being mowed? Who's responsible for that?
Didn't know we had a little playground for,
Yeah, we did. It's
kind of like
around
up by
the back road
KCC.
there. They used to always fly model there.
Yeah,
Remote control
KCC
planes.
has one of those.
I mean, that's a piece of the property, I mean, are we mowing ditches, or is that addressed? I don't remember.
Well,
That
he
being
said they
mowed.
mowed the ditches on Friday, so
So maybe it's been mowed.
Maybe.
Because that road's closed this morning, I didn't come in that way. There was a road, I think they're working over here by the courthouse, and then they close that road.
I know a little bit about that,
You do?
yeah. The gentleman who owns the RC shop uptown, the radio control shop, I don't know if he owns it or not, but they tried to build a remote control car track out there. I don't know if you've noticed that or not. They put a thing to stand to sort of let people run their cars and whatnot. And that happened for about a year, and then it does look like it was just abandoned. And so I don't know technically if he owns that little slip there or how that's working or not.
we would have to look at,
We better find out.
talk to Bob, see who company that
See
is.
if we own it or.
Use it from long, long ago.
Yeah.
I sort of thought I could remember that was part of the...
Yeah, and I think that he got permission long, long, long ago, because there was another group, they used to fly the planes out there, that was Roger Bard that did that, his group.
It was a pretty good-sized group. They had a lot of planes. Pretty big planes, some of them.
Yeah. Yeah, KCC, I've seen some, it's huge.
Okay, Chris.
Maintenance report over at the courthouse and jail. The parking lots are completed, the seal coat and striping, that got done last week. They look good, for what's over there. I think it bought us some more time as far as, a few years or something. I think they're on a 3-year program over there. I don't know if this will be the last time or if the next time we get sealed again. But they look good and they're done. In the jail where the correctional officers, they're stationed there, all their security cameras, they have a couple of TV monitors in there, and there's about 20 security cameras over there. And there's 2 DVD recorder units in there, and one of them was from the early 2000s, and it had been going bad for a couple of months. They'd been telling me about there's a hard drive in it, and they couldn't burn DVDs anymore if there's an incident, and randomly cameras would go out and whatnot. So that got replaced. Goodman Communications ordered a new unit. There's 2 units over there. One of them is fairly new, and it's a Bosch. It's a similar unit, and that's all up and running now and works great. Let's see here. Started some mortar work on the stairways on the east and west side of the courthouse. I don't know if you've ever been over there and seen those marble stairways. where it was just crumbling at the bottom, and that's just getting worse and worse. And I did some mortar work over there to patch that up and buy it a little time as well. Weber's had to come auger out a toilet, power auger a toilet in the jail, because I had no means to, other than a plunger and hand auger, and they decided to flush something. It's hard telling what, but it's $111 a pop every time that happens.
Now, you may not know, but can that get charged back to the prisoner?
I do not know that.
Okay, maybe we'll bring
I've
that
never
up.
inquired about that either. I'll look into that.
Yeah.
I'll find out.
Ask the sheriff, because we may ask him at the judicial meeting.
Yeah, because it's almost like a monthly thing. It's, I don't know if it's been every month that I'm here, but it's pretty frequent.
Okay.
Over here at the admin building, I replaced a few ballasts in the USDA office. The light's not working right. Put a new pull handle on their door. They're having trouble locking their door to put a handle so they can pull it tight. The fire alarm panel that we discussed at the last board meeting, that has been replaced, and I don't know if you looked over at looked on your sheet there, that price, the number I gave you last month for that, it came in considerably less, like less than half of what I was told. But that's all taken care of now, and working fine. I had to order and replace a quarter horsepower electric motor for one of the rooftop restroom vents. One that I just put a new it was a broken belt, and I replaced the belt, and then a few days later the motor seized up, so that got replaced. Put a new battery maintainer on the generator for this building. It wasn't sufficiently charging the battery. And just a lot of daily odds and ends, routine maintenance type stuff, not worth going down a big long list of little piddly things, but other than that, everything seems to be running fine. If you have any questions for me about stuff, that's all I have.
Is there anybody cheaper that you can get the towels and all that kind of stuff? That kind of seems a little dicey for each month.
Yeah, I've looked into a lot of that, and there's two things there. You can get toilet paper and paper towels, things like that, we're not going to get cheaper.
Even through like Uline or...
No, and what you get, you're going to start getting like, as thin of possible material that you could imagine, and I don't know if we want to start going that route. I don't know if we're...
If you get too thin, then they use more.
Right, and there's kind of a fine line with, spending the money and keeping people happy, I mean, we already do use a much lesser quality toilet paper, whatnot, in the jail. I specifically order for that purpose, that is a lower cost, and it's thinner, and it's nothing you would want to use in your house by any means. But then the toilet paper we use, and the hand towels, you could go cheaper, but once again, I don't know if we'd start getting backlash from people.
Okay.
How much are the air hand dryers versus paper towels all the time?
I actually brought that up to Steve Kennedy. They're anywhere from $400 to $800 a pop, depending on what you get.
How long would it take us to pay for one versus savings of...
A month?
Let me look that up for you, because I don't know offhand, but the initial hit would be quite a bit of money. I mean, probably you're looking at more like $10,000, because also you have to consider installing them,
right, you gotta get the electric
and
to it.
I don't know if that's something legally I could be allowed to do. I don't know.
Then
Have
they
to come back and bite us in the butt if the wrong person, you know what I mean?
And then they break too. You
And
gotta
then
fix them.
they're not free to operate either, they cost, but that is definitely an option. I know the high school just went to all electric hand dryers this year. I could talk to Butch over there and pick his brain a little bit and find out, what that costs them, and how many they have and whatnot. But yeah, that's definitely
Because we would have the savings of the towels coming in plus the savings of the garbage going out, possibly.
at the next meeting, I'll have all those numbers I'll work out and find out what we're paying, what it would cost, how long it would take to make up that. I'll work all that out.
Okay. Got anything else?
That's all.
Anybody got questions for him? All right, we will move on to claims. Questions on the claims? Is there a motion?
Move to accept all claims.
Second?
I'll second. Is Kennedy local? Is that Watsika business? Okay.
And here for you.
I think the name is still Kennedy's, but there's new owners.
What's
They
that?
just kept the name.
Is there,
AT&T Flex Data and Flex Voice.
That would be,
It's the fiber line that comes in. The contract is broken into two pieces, the charge for the phone portion and then the portion for the data.
It's not a monthly charge though, is it? I have not noticed that before. Wow.
We have a 5-year contract.
so I was just looking to see if we have any contracts coming up anytime soon. Like trash in July of next year's next thing we gotta worry about.
Alt?
Yes.
Ashbargen?
Yes.
Johnson? Yes. McGinnis?
yes.
Awful? Yes. Aaron?
Yes. Any old business? Any new business?
I do, I have some new business. I received this email from iCare,
I care. Who's,
Lipwood County Animal
Oh,
Control.
that's the insurance thing.
It said that they're offering to take over the animal control for $1,300 a month stipend, plus $10 for vaccine, $10 for flea, $10 for reworming, $10 for rabies per dog. It saves us about $14,000 a year through them. They also will say, because there'll be no transferring of dogs from them, they'll keep the dog and adopt it out. It'll never be transferred from them. There's an additional savings there. It'll probably amount to close to $15,000 a year savings through them per year.
Is this the right committee for that?
No, I don't.
I move to refer that to the tax committee for discussion.
We don't want to start taking care of dogs here.
No.
No, so I move to refer that to the tax committee.
Do we need a second on that?
Second.
That's,
All in favor?
I think so, just,
All in favor of referring it to tax?
Aye.
Any other new business? Seeing none, entertain a motion.
I so move.
We are adjourned. All in favor?
Aye.
aye.
Now we're adjourned.